Thanks.
Some really exciting fights. But then, like I always say, and you know, when I talk to Krishna every time post our events, this is the fight game, and you just can't predict it. What happens in the cage is something that's so unpredictable, you know, and a fighter could be in phenomenal condition, but if it's not his night, then you know he would lose to his opponent. But so it's a very unpredictable sport, and that's the beauty of it.
Got it, man. Which fights are you most excited about in this card?
All of them, actually.
Me too.
Yes, please.
I also want to give a special shout out to the guys on our undercard. You know, these guys, their professionalism and their hunger is very inspiring to see. Moving on to the main card, I believe rematches are always very interesting because they have a story to them. There's a certain build-up, so I'm excited to see the outcome between Neeraj and Ois. And of course our co-main and main events. We have John from Ireland, who I believe is a great ambassador for the sport. He represents himself in and out of the cage very well, making him an exciting fighter. Shrikant, on the other hand, is extremely durable. The guy has no quit, which makes it an extremely exciting matchup. In our main event, we have Seth, who you know, we've seen evolve with each of his fights immensely. So he was known for his BJJ. Now I believe he's more of a well-rounded mixed martial artist today, and definitely has a lot more confidence than the first Seth that we ever saw in his Matrix Fight Night. And then of course he faces a very tough opponent from Kyrgyzstan, who also comes with a huge fan following and a huge support. He has a record of 10-1. I think all of his fights actually are finishes, and not just on the ground or not just knockouts, so he poses a threat everywhere. So, you know, I was talking to a lot of people and I was asking them for their predictions, but nobody, it's really hard to pick a favorite for the main event, which makes it super exciting.
You know, I joke around and stuff a lot, but I'm sure he's a nice guy. Like, he's wearing sunglasses indoors for some reason. Find his cheapest 3-piece suit, but look, I'm sure he's a tough competitor. Like, he's I don't think too much about him, to be honest. Like, I've fought a lot of guys, and I don't compete with anyone. I compete with myself. I'm going to take the situation.
The last time you fought was in a village in Manipur, so shut up.
Not similar to you, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you couldn't finish a guy who did not even know boxing. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, it's from Afghani foot like not.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Like, you fought in some village in Manipur and no one was watching.
Are you going to get a new suit when you get knocked out?
I will anyways have a shoot, and anyways I look better than you, I perform better than you, I'm here in front of people, everyone's eyes are on me, so you can have a mic and have your own way with the words, so it doesn't matter anyways.
Okay, but you do have receding hairline.
What?
You do have receding hairline.
What? What? Is that the only thing you're going to talk to me right now?
John, are we gonna see some blood tomorrow?
I would love to see some blood, his blood.
I don't know if you can afford the ambulance bills, to be honest. Like, but maybe.
I don't have to afford the ambulance bill. The company takes care of all these things. If you don't know, and I think you are illiterate, you have not read the contract properly.
Okay, we'll see blood so.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. It's all going to be violence.
Just wanted to know that have you made any arrangement for the compulsory dope test of the fighters? Because I have attended few of the national level events and I have seen washrooms are dustbin full of used syringes during the martial art mixed events.
So what events have you attended where you've seen those?
Some of the local level or national level, any event, if you go to the mixed martial art event or any this type of event, we see dustbin full of used syringes. And I've seen the fighters using syringes in their toilets.
Okay. So first of all, you haven't seen our event. Secondly, I'd like you to come to our event. All our fighters are clean athletes. Secondly, the sports that you're talking about, I might stir a storm here, but the sports that you're talking about are pretty much Olympic recognized sports that you're talking about. So with MFN and MMA, it's the cleanest sport that we can offer to the public in general. Like I said, if you would come over to our events, if you see the athletes, these athletes landed from their flights from all across the world. The first thing that they did was get their medical tests. And we have the medical reports, they are all clean and clear. So we have nothing to worry about with these
I
athletes.
think that there is a difference between the medical test and the dope test.
Sir, these guys are clean athletes. That's
Also
the
through,
answer.
sorry to interrupt you, Coach, throughout Fight Week we have a very solid federation backing us, monitoring the entire event, monitoring all the athletes throughout Fight Week. So I think that's, that definitely differentiates us from the rest.
Honestly said that you've attended many events where you've seen used syringes in the trash bins. Please visit our event tomorrow. You will see no used syringes in the bathrooms.
Thank you.
Seth, hi. Last time MFN was in Delhi and you were headlining for the super fight, and this time, since MFN is in Delhi, you are headlining for the main event for the title fight. Is it just Delhi or you have a super cool relationship with the place?
I enjoy it here. This is where I live. All my friends and family are here. I will fight wherever, whenever, but I do like it here.
Seth, just another question for Seth. Seth, why do you look so calm and zen? The gentleman right next to you looks, with his sunglasses, he looks like a gangster. And you look so calm and zen. So is this your methodology? Is this...
My guys and I are just opposites. We're two sides.
That's the yin and yang in the same gym.
We are completely opposites. When he gets hyped, I'm mellow. When I get hyped, he's very calm and mellow, so we even each other out. In big moments in my life, I try to think deeply about how I want to act and react and how I want to be. And I have come to the conclusion that I do my best and I'm able to perform my best when I'm calm, when I'm prepared, when I breathe, and when I stay centered in myself, so I just try to be like that.
Amazing, thank you.
I'm Krishna from Z. This is for Alan sir. The MMA is called in most of the places.
Anything that is as large, magnanimous and spectacular like this, I think that's why we call it an event. There's no hidden agenda to call it an event, because this is something that India is just waking up to. This is something that India is just realizing there is something like this that can exist and coexist with our beloved cricket. But that's why we call it an event, because it's such an event that you'll not forget it once you visit an MFN event.
Tomorrow onwards it's sport.
It is definitely. We've been fighting hard for it for the last 20 years, and here we are 20 years later speaking to you such fine people. So I'm sure it's going to be a great event tomorrow, and you're going to be a fan after the show.
All the best.
Thank you.
Let's go, John! Let's go, John! Ready, John? Let's go,
MFN.